Mind the gap. The next station is London Bridge. Calling it London Bridge is falling down next to Leicester Square. Hello Hong Kong, Shenzhen. We are in Great Britain today. England. Checking in at Corinthia Hotel right next to Leicester Square. 5-star, used to be a government building. Films and from Red Sparrow to James Bond was made here, and it's very pricey, but it's well worth its value in gold. As you can see, the decoration and decor inside, top notch. Here I will dance with the royal family later on. Our first stop today is the world famous Madame Tussauds. The legendary Morgan Freeman greets us at the door. Promise me now, Rose, and never let go of that promise. Jump! The Egyptian king. The Fab 4 becomes the Fab 2. Double Salah. Where will we be without Salah? I heard she's quite famous as well. This is one of the most popular attractions in 007. Really at work here. Hold on. He's going home. Legendary Steven Spielberg. Jurassic Park. Peace. At all times. This guy looks good, but he's really not that good. And it's time for a new Prime Minister, clearly. New party, new times. Out with the old, in with the new. And here are a very popular two people around the world. Great books, Spare Man, Spare Woman, and the real Fab 4. Or they look quite good actually. I heard she's quite good at singing as well. The attraction here takes around 2 hours to walk around. It's best to book early as well. There are now many Madame Tussauds around the world, but this was the first one. Entrance fee is a bit pricey. It's best to come here early in the day because it can get quite crowded. And these are people are quite like. He's quite famous. He killed a lot of people, so I'm now sleeping in his bed as one must. Denise Nielsen, crazy killer, and his friend.
And I shall not stop. The next thing I do, I'll clip the lady's ears off. I'll keep my you ripped up.
The figures are very realistic, as you can see here. Laps and Grenado, heads of the kings and queens of Paris. Shakespeare just passing by here as well. You can see some ghosts, pictures and history of London and UK in general. You get quite a good vibe of it as well. The plague killed millions around Europe. This is quite a scary figure. So you're sitting in a nice taxi. The idea here is pretty cool. So I think Battersea, very famous black taxi cabs of London, and you get a view of the history of the UK in general. Mr. Napoleon with his single eye, Queen Victoria, looking very stern as ever. Winston Churchill, probably the most famous guy around from the UK. And the pop stars of 1970s Carnaby Street as well. The problem was that Disney took a big chunk of the area here, for example, you can see. And you're basically, some of the major figures are missing, but fortunately the Fab 5 are here as well, led by Mo Lee. And here's Mo Lee as well, walking across a very famous Abbey Road studio where obviously the Beatles recorded the songs. Actual studios in Abbey Road are not that big, but you see a lot of famous UK singers from Adele to the Beatles recording over there. Next stop is right on the top of London by the River Thames, the one and only London Eye. From here you can literally see the whole of London, north, east, south, west. It's a winter day. This is Shard, the tallest building in the UK. Pretty spectacular view, especially if the sky was blue. Big Ben, House of the Parliament, very historical. And by 4 a.m. it's getting dark and rainy, but you get some nice pictures as well. Two secret lovers here doing what lovers do. And it's only 4:30 a.m. well, p.m. We're now on to Windsor, where the royal family resides. One of the Queen's favourite residents, and heavily guarded as you can expect. Wow, those guns, check them out. He is very famous, but he was not in Madame Tussauds sadly. But fortunately, I got a picture of him and Paddington in Windsor. Her Majesty just finished watching the Crown Line final episode, and you do get full respect that she did give her life up for the sake of her country in Windsor and UK and the Commonwealth. Now we do a quick little day trip on a black taxi to Manchester. Haaland, he is the best player in the world by far, and this is the best team in the world right now. It pains me to say this, but right now they are, but not for next year, just this year. This guy, Pep Guardiola, is pretty good, I have to say. This team once was good, now they're just looking very enviously across the pond at Liverpool or United. I mean, look at these players. Why do they get the attention they do? But these are proper players. Park Ji-sung, Beckham, Rooney, Mark Hughes. I must admit, United have won a little bit of silverware over the few years, just showing off here. When the Red Devils in Hong Kong.
Real. This is Manchester United's dressing room. Some clubs in Europe who I won't name, Barcelona, Real Madrid, Bayern Munich.
Salah Mowley is coming down. Is Tunnel ready to play, ready for action? And the new manager, no he's not. He's just the coach away team, checking things out. It's a pretty good stadium, but as Ronaldo said, it's a bit outdated actually. I would just mention here Central Perk because of Chandler, the funniest guy in Friends. Old Trafford Centre in Manchester, supremely busy, good shopping, very well connected, a lot of shops, and back in London, Chinatown to Wong Kei, one of the most famous Chinese restaurants in the whole of UK because of its very, very bad service. But now the service actually has improved quite a lot. I haven't been there for a good 10 years. Food quality is still very good, great value. The beef brisket is still number one dish. Look at how many beef briskets there are. There's like 10 pieces. Incredible. Enjoying. It's made for 4 or 5 floors, but its heyday has gone. You don't have to pay a service charge. If your tip is too little, they will throw it back at you. Great people, right? Off to Southend. One of the favourite coastal cities I used to go as a kid. Coming down here, chilling out. There's not really a beach you can swim on, but it's nice and windy. Good views. And the favourite part is actually just walking by the coast. Checking out the donuts, the fish and chips. It's the particular flavour of eating ice cream in the winter. Clubbing a little bit in Southend as well. Songs were not too bad. The crowd was quite lively. All types of people over there. And one of my new friends I made, Italian guy. This guy also made friend, homeless. Battersea power station is our final stop for today. This basically, as it says, name says, it used to be a huge power station back in the Edwardian Victorian days. But now it's transformed into a 5-star high-end shopping mall. The shops itself were not that attractive to me. I used to drink outside as well, but the actual decoration and the decor inside. And it's surrounded by fancy houses. But I think it's very good to take good pictures of here as well. New station. Off to Waterloo now. I'm going to take the train back home. One of my favourite train stations. And I'm absolutely knackered. See you next time. Au revoir. Good night. Manon.